Hi everyone, my name is Daniel. Well, I'm the corporate account manager for MOLPay. So coming from the perspective of a payment company, so I'll talk a little bit more about how the fintech works, how it revolutionized the industry, all right? So how does payment evolve? All right, take a look at this old cash register machine. Any of you have any idea who invented the very first cash register machine? Lunch is on me, if you can guess. Don't Google, right? So it was invented by James Ritty. So James Ritty, he's a successful business owner, right? He owns a saloon, all right? He's a barber, by the way. So a barber can even invent this machine. So, you know, so he was a bit upset with his business, right? He came across that some of his staff were not doing good things in the business, stole money, of course, right? So he was a bit stressed, right? He went for a vacation. And then during the vacation, he tried to find out how to overcome this issue. So he invented this machine, right? So that is what, the machine is not called cash register machine at that point of time. It was called Ritty's incorruptible machine. Incorruptible machine, right? So that is how it looks like. So James Ritty then sold off his patent to John Patterson. So John Patterson then revolutionized the industry, where he made this company, the NCR Corporation, into the largest MNC in the US. So up to now, their workforce, they are emerging, they are growing, the number is growing, and then it became one of the largest MNC in the US. Even up to now, they have about 30,000 workforce in the company, all right? So, my friend, cash is still not obsolete, all right? Cash register machine is still there, all right? I believe that on weekends, we take our girlfriend out, right? Takkan we ask your girlfriend to sit beside you and then do the shopping online, right? In Chinese said, not, what do you call that? Not very, how do you pronounce that? I was from Penang, and then my friend told me that, not kanchong. Really, I'm not sure. So, right. So this is James Ritty's invention. All right. So during the 9000 BC, how it works is that we trade barter goods. It's either equivalent value, lesser value, or even more value, all right? Up to now, we have, of course, the latest, we have Bitcoin, we have Ethereum, and things like that, all right? You can do on your search. I will try, skip this part. All right. Now, payment, right, is an important element in your business, all right? So, according to my CTO, now, my CTO always, quote Jack Ma, since Jack Ma is one of the, successful e-commerce leader, the big tyco in the industry, right? So, according to Jack Ma, it takes about 3 seconds for your consumer, for your online buyer, to check out from the page, all right? So, this is a very important point from Jack Ma, right? So, of course, he's been dealing with billions of transactions, so he has the statistics, all right? So, having to say that, having a good payment is one of the key elements in your business success, right? Now, what are the current e-commerce trends? Now, surprisingly, right, Malaysia is one of the mobile-first adopters. So we are really keen into mobile shopping, all right? We are really keen in browsing through our Android, our iOS, okay, whichever device, right? So we are the first, we are the second. All right? So you would want to adopt m-commerce in your business. So e-commerce trend, again, if you have omni-channel, it would be much better, all right? Not just a brick and mortar, if you can adopt e-commerce as well, if you can, engage with any third-party companies like Lazada, 11th Street, and so on. Now, the buying behavior in Malaysia, again, it's quite surprising that 87% responded to a survey conducted, all right, where most of the buyers in Malaysia still prefer to go face-to-face, right? In the layman term, we call it face-to-face. They still prefer to go to shops and then, purchase from a retail outlets, So it's quite surprising numbers, all right? Now, what are the challenges faced in e-commerce payment? All right. There are few types of payments these days. All right, we have wallet, e-wallet. We have what do you call that? Cashless cards. Okay, we have a lot of. I'm not talking about payment gateway. So, by the way, any of you have been using MOLPay, our payment gateway? Can I have a show of hand? All right, one. So I think I'll be explaining a bit about how MOLPay works, but later on, okay? So this is the challenges that you might face. So these days, right, people still say in the WhatsApp, right, they still, say PM tepi, all right? Or either you go to any CDM machine, you slot in the money, and then send me the copy of a receipt, okay, as a proof of payment. So that is the challenges that the entrepreneurs are facing right now, right? So this where MOLPay comes in. Okay, we come here to make the ease of doing business, especially when it comes to payment, right? So what are the payment methods preferred, the most preferred payment method in Malaysia? Now, FPX is still number one, okay? Of course, FPX, we know online banking, Maybank to you, CIMB Clicks, RHB Now, Public Bank Online, all right? But the second portion is still cash, all right? Cash. Cash is still the major options. We can't deny that you and me, we are still Asians, all right? Cash is king, right? So cash is still the major option in Malaysia, all right? That's what, once we introduce a unique feature called MOLPay Cash, all right? So MOLPay Cash, how does it work? Okay, your customer buy online, but they pay offline, okay? So if you have purchased anything from Lazada before, if you have used purchase through our 7-Eleven channel, so that is a part of our back-end system, okay? Your customer buy online and they pay offline. And surprisingly, right, buyers for this channel, right, we have about 15,000 transactions daily, on a daily basis, but on weekend, it will grow as much as 15 to 25,000. That's only per day, right? So imagine that if you don't adopt this, right, you just miss out a bit of a chunk of these payers, all right? Don't forget that when we go to Giant, when we go to Tesco, majority payers are still paying by cash, right? We can't deny that, right? So everybody wants to jump into the bandwagon, talking about the wallet, talking about, cashless, being cashless society. But don't forget that cash register machine is still there, it still live, all right? National Cash Register Corporation still exists, all right? Their workforce is 30,000, their revenue is billions, all right? So, having said that, having a multiple payment channels, platforms, is the most important elements in your business. Of course, the numbers, right? You can do your own search. The report is by Visa. So, again, who doesn't know what online payment gateway is? Okay, right. So just to give a brief of, okay, in a layman term, right, online payment gateway, right, is somewhat like we are the Malaysian PayPal. That's all, right? We help you to accept payment for Visa and MasterCard. We help you to accept payment for online banking, all right? Name it, Maybank to you, CIMB Clicks. We also have very unique features which maybe other payment gateway doesn't offer. We have MOLPay Cash, right? Of course, we have other channels like WeChat Pay, we have Alipay, and coming soon, probably new features, maybe Iris Pay, you can scan with your eyes. We wouldn't know that, Now, again, so payment gateway, we help you to determine, we can help you to do the analytics, all right? We can also help you to prevent any fraud activities. Of course, behind our engine, behind our back end, we have, of course, we are compliant with our central bank. We are compliant with a lot of security features, right? You can do a search on our website later, right? But the most important aspect is plugging an online payment gateway into your e-commerce is the utmost important element in your business. You want to grow your business, you need a trusted payment gateway. Of course, there are few, right? Now, again, we have m-commerce, right? We have e-commerce, we have physical commerce. So it depends on your business, but having omni-channel is the most important. It's a good one of a good business practice, all right? Now, what are the benefits of having multiple payment channels? Again, as I just stressed on, just now I've mentioned that, physical payment is still the most important thing, all right? It's like, if you don't have it, it's like you're forcing your customers, you're forcing your touch and go customers to buy from a retailer, let's say from Watson's, let's say from Burger King. So if you don't have multiple channels, right, you will just miss the biggest chunk of doing business, all right? So having multiple channels is important. Not just having, e-wallet, not just, you must have a very good payment gateway, all right? And also multiple payment channels. Of course, we have cash, we have online banking, we have Visa and MasterCard. All these are the most important elements lah. As I told some of my clients, my clients, they came back to me, they were asking me, Daniel, I'm selling online now, Visa and MasterCard. I'm selling online now, so I have a payment gateway accepting online banking as well. But I have another issue, which is I can't accept payment, especially those from the foreigners, especially those, the older generation. Probably, they have issues with using, they are not really that IT savvy, I would say. So, so when we first started this MOLPay Cash channel, it was quite surprised lah, because eventually my father started to buy his first hard disk, right, through 7-Eleven, through cash channel. So I was surprised. He was happy at that time. So he didn't know that we were the one who implemented the system for Lazada. So I told my dad, that what makes you purchase from Lazada through 7-Eleven? He said that quite hassle you have to key in your card, and I can't really see the numbers. Sometimes the numbers are already gone and all that. So it was a bit. I was a bit, how to say, a bit touched by the things that he told me. So I told him that actually we're the one who implemented the system for them. So yeah, he was happy. So that is one of the case study that I will, so again, ease of checkout, right? So thank you everyone. I would open the questions to the floor if you have any. E-tail banking. Well, it's the same. It's the same. FPX and online banking is FPX and online banking is the same. This is that FPX is a product owned by one of a central bank subsidiary company, which is called PayNet. Yep. We have one gentleman over there. Yep. Well, how do we compare? How do we compare? Any iPay here? Can you help me to answer? A comparison, I think, well, he claims to be the best in the Asian, so I should say we claim to be the best in the world. No, just kidding. So I think there's no comparison. Pretty much, you have to take a look on the features. You can make your own comparison. You can take our booklets at our booth, try to understand. Yep, gentleman there. Cryptocurrency, would we be able to process cryptocurrency? Well, in line with the central bank, right? Our management, did told us about this, but we still haven't received the green light. I am not able to comment on that because it's really, PNC. Yep, the gentleman there.
Hi, may I know how many percentage of people use 7-Eleven to complete their transaction?
Completed
Using
transactions.
7-Eleven compared to other way.
Well, I was, 7-Elevens, right? Okay, to be honest, right? 7-Eleven, right? They have more outlets compared to the bank. So just imagine they have 2,500 outlets across Malaysia, okay? They open 24 hours. All right. If you talk about how many thousands transactions is it? Daily about 15,000. Okay, on weekday. Weekend is about 15 to 20,000. That is for weekend. So yeah, that's a good question.
So they transact online, then they go. That's a lot, is
Correct.
it?
They buy online at the checkout page. Okay, they walk into any 7-Eleven. It's either they screenshot it, or either they write down the order ID, or they print it out, walk to any 7-Eleven. All right, the cashier will receive the of course, will scan the barcode or write down, key in the order ID. Once the money is received, you as the merchants, you will see the payment turn from pending to captured. So we catch the payment real time.
Okay, we have time for one more question before we wrap things up. Does anybody else have any questions?
You can find me at the booth later.
All right, I think we'll wrap things up. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Corporate Account Manager of MOLPay, Muhammad Danial. Thank you.
Exabytes. Grow your business online.